Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, BakuriBox12 here, and welcome to Let's Play. Well, I guess it's not really a Let's Play, it technically is, but Mega Man 1. For those who long-time viewers on the channel, you should be no stranger to this by now. Mega Man 1 is one of my... It's my go-to. It's a go-to classic from my childhood and one of my favorite games to play in my spare time. And I've already played it for the channel 3 separate times now. One time a long time ago with my uncle, then I did a solo playthrough, all in one sitting. And then I did another playthrough with Noah to sort of redo the past, come back to it, because I kind of went for sort of Buster only for a lot of that game. And I'm here to play it again, because I got the Legacy Collection, and yeah, it just feels time. Also, Mega Man 11 is coming out not too far away, I think October. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? With the first Mega Man game. He has to have one of the goofiest looking faces on there. He doesn't even have a Buster. Alright, let's jump right into it. I believe this is just gonna pick up where I left it. No, it's gonna be right here. Sweet. So I guess the way I'm gonna treat this playthrough is kind of like an interactive walkthrough. It's because I've said everything I need to say, why I love it. A lot of nostalgia from this theme in particular. I would hear it a lot. Of course, sky blue, I love that color so much, so it's like, it just resonates with me with this background screen. Okay, so Bomb Man is a popular pick, and you know, he's not a bad starting choice either. Yeah, you know what, I think I will go for Bomb Man just because his stage doesn't really have any requirements. Like, a lot of times in some of these levels, I prefer to come with a different weapon, because then I can access, like, a different part of the stage. Like in Elec Man, you need Guts Man's super arm in order to find the magnet beam, so... Alright. Yeah, there is the slightest input lag. I always like these bombs in the background, really. Big towers. I like them. So these are fleas, and they jump. Pretty much it. If you walk off screen and then come back, there will be... Yeah, they come back, but... They kind of have a random jump arc to them. Sometimes they do a little short hop, other times they jump really far towards you, but... They're not too bad. These are... They blow up. Yeah. Yeah, so just hop in the corner and they won't be able to hurt you. I like to stand here to avoid this guy. You can come down here and blast him away. Same with this one. Whenever I spam the Buster, I typically use my index finger so I can, like, get more bullets off as opposed to with my thumb. It's just more accuracy for me personally. Whatever works for you, though. Alright, this section's a little difficult. If you stop about right here and then move up, nothing will hit you. It's a very, again, just from experience, you pick up on these things. Oh, if I stand here, I don't get hurt. These guys are annoying. Sniper Joes, their first appearance, they're actually completely random. See, they just, sometimes they block, sometimes they keep blocking. Oh, then they jump. Then they shoot. He shoots really fast, too, so you kinda gotta be on your toes. The music also cuts out whenever you make contact with his shield, which is pretty funny. Yeah. I'm glad they changed that, because in the later games, Sniper Joe has a consistent behavior. Although, really, the problem... Ooh, that was close. The problem with him is that he's just... There's kind of a lot of waiting. You're just kind of waiting for him to put his shield... Oh, wow, okay. You're waiting for him to put his shield down, and it's just, frankly, boring. Yeah, they still come from the side, so careful. As this torpedo leaves the right, or the left-hand side, he comes right from the right, so... A lot of people forget that. I see that in so many dang Let's Plays. We have our Oh! Good thing the checkpoint's right here, jeez. If you don't want to climb that ladder, though, you can just go over here. That's always nice. Wait for him to come over. One shot to the face is all it takes. This game's brutal, man. Sometimes it... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Sometimes it teeters on bullet hell. Which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. It's not a game that holds your hand. And I respect it for that. So this Sniper Joe, I don't know what they were thinking whenever they put him here. Like, you can't run in here, because he's just gonna... Whenever you run past a Sniper Joe, they chase you to prevent cheating. So, like, you can't just run past him, you actually have to fight him. But you do get to get this cool extra life. Alright, and one more for good measure. One more Joe. Peter. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's the one. I like to do it from down here. That way, if he ever fires, you can just... Oh, man. This is the only time they're green, though. They keep changing colors in games. Sometimes they're orange, then they're purple, and they're red. Yeah, they're red in Mega Man 9. I like that shade. Let's see if I don't get hit. I didn't get hit. Sweet. Sometimes that guy likes to snag you at the end, so you don't have to climb down the ladder. So Bomb Man, he jumps, and sometimes he follows you a little too well. He likes to hop around you. Just give him one shot, watch out for the bomb radius. Your buster does double damage on him. Oh shoot. Sweet. Yeah, that's why he's the first pick. Very simple pattern. Every time you get close to him, he runs away, throws a bomb every now and then. Simple stuff. Good starting pick. Not the easiest though. He'll still take you to prom if you let him. You gotta let him know no means no. Cut Man, Guts Man, and Bomb Man are sort of my main starting picks, and ironically, those are my 3 favorite boss fights. I think they're the best because half of Mega Man 1 is sort of randomized, and the other half is consistent. It has this really strange balance of RNG with actual consistency. And a lot of times it actually works really well, more than it gets credit for. A lot of people are just like, yeah, this enemy sucks, I can't predict it. And I'm like, actually, it's got some merits to it. We're gonna go Guts Man, because in Cutman's stage, there are a lot of blocks we can pick up with his super arm, so I'm gonna make use of that. Yeah, it's the only Mega Man game to have points, too. I always forget that. I'm so used to hearing that sound effect as a kid. The music, how could I not even talk about the music? Well, it's not my favorite soundtrack. You know, I'll agree. That is one area I will definitely agree the sequels do better. Well, most of them. 2 and 3 are excellent. 4's pretty good. 5's alright. 6 is pretty good. 7's not bad. 8's not bad. But 9, ooh, 9. 9, 10's pretty good too. I'm so glad that Aaron in the Mega Man sequelitis, for anyone who hasn't seen that excellent video, he pointed out how genius this section was, because, like, it's so strategic and pattern-based. It's like, I died so many times here as a kid. Well, that section anyway. And whenever you do it, whenever you pay attention and learn, it's like, oh, man, you feel like a ninja. Alright, so these bladers are like the bane of every child's existence, because they do this. Yeah, respawning enemies, classic NES tribute. Alright, so let me take it from the top here. Mega Man also has, like, momentum in this game. It's really weird. He still has it in 2. It's a little bit less. For some reason, they kept it but reduced it slightly. And then in 3, it's gone. 3 was whenever they added a lot of the polish to his movement to make him a little bit smoother. Alright, so if you try to fight these guys normally, yeah, look at that. They get close to you. Like, it's a mess. Like, look at this. How am I supposed to... Well, actually, I know how you're supposed to. You can guide them like that. But if you dodge them, they're gonna come right back. Whoa. Yeah. So the best way to take them out is... like that, before they can even get close to you. Because if they do get close to you, they're gonna ram you, and then ram you again. I took a lot of damage here, but that's okay, because I know that there's health coming up. In fact, let me see if I off-screen it. Will it come back? Oh. Ah, shoot. Yeah, it does come back. Sweet. Yeah, if you really need help, you can always use that. God dang it. Okay, we're good. As much hate as those guys get, I like them. They're fun. Alright, hang on. So, you can try and dodge his axes. That is a strategy. Or, you can stay far away and slowly inch forward, mashing the button. That's what I like to do. It's the fastest and most efficient way to take them out without any sub-weapons. Inch forward, inch forward. Cool. Easier said than done. Just kind of have to train your finger a little bit. But it is effective. Yeah, in the Mega Maker fan game where you can make your own levels, god dang it, I have to jump down. I used a lot of these tiles because I really do love the way that Gutsman stage looks. It's very nice. Like, I like these, it's just classic NES, but even as a kid, it's not like, oh, it's just because I was, you know, I played this game as a kid, so I really like the way it looks. As a kid, I liked the way that 8-bit games look. God dang it, Mega Man, make up your mind. I don't know how falling down in this game works. Sometimes you can hug corners, and other times you can't. Okay. Ooh, that was very close. I had to go silent there. Those enemies, I call them the Cyclops. I forget their actual name. It's probably like Stomper or something. Something simple like that. But they will... You're gonna get hit. As a kid, I always remember just running straight into them because I didn't know how to... You're supposed to run under them. They have like 20 health, so you have to hit them 20 times with the Buster or something crazy. So they have an alternating short and high jump. You can only run under them when they do the high jump. But it's random what they choose. So, and because Mega Man has like this weird momentum, it's such a small window that you have to actually run under them. So, I opt to stand all the way to the left and shoot. And hopefully, I land all my shots. So, you're gonna see me doing that a lot. We have our hallway before the boss, which this is the only game to have enemies in that hallway. And it's also the longest hallway. Usually it's just one screen. Then you go from left to right, and there's the boss. Alright, Guts Man. Ironically, this is the one boss that's actually easier without his... Oh, shoot. Whoa! Okay, sorry. Ironically, the only boss in the game who's actually easier without his weakness. Because you can get right close to him and shoot with the Buster, whereas Hyper Bomb, I didn't get to show it off, but you chuck a bomb and then it lands, and you have to wait for it to blow up. Like, I don't got time for that. This is Mega Man. So that was Guts Man stage. Pretty fun, pretty cool, pretty solid. Now for Cut Man, this is like the default, your cursor's defaulted to this, so this is almost always your first pick. What happened there? This is where you meet Bladers for the first time, and you're like, whoa, I don't like these enemies. Because usually you encounter them and it's like, yeah! You're not expecting them to swoop in on you like that. Oh wow, I didn't realize they used the exact same textures here twice. Yeah, right here. And right here. Oh, it's the same exact thing, only a second time. It's a little bit of copy and paste. First of its kind, it happens. I mean, look at Mario 1. That game is literally just the same 4 levels 8 times. So... only sometimes at night. But yeah, the same strategy for them applies as before. Take them out before they can get to you. Jump over them if they... or dodge whenever they swoop down. What are these called? They're just wall enemies. This is where it starts getting bullet hell, and I really like it. Stuff like this. You gotta shoot them before they shoot you. And they shoot in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directions, I think. Wow, 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 something like that. And then we get a whole bunch. But because you have range, you can defeat them with ease. Cutman's music is pretty good too. It's one of the more memorable ones from here. Cutman, Elec Man. I really like Guts Man. It's heavy. Wily Stage 1, excellent. I actually, you know, Fireman I've really come around on. That's a pretty good one. I forget what these things are called, but they just kind of chill out and move from angle to angle. Simple. Octo-looking enemies. I think they have Octo in their name. No, I think I just compared them to Octo-Rocks, because they kind of look like that. I don't know. Whoa! Okay, we're good. Gotta be on your toes, my friends. Even when you're a veteran player, it's like, yeah. This is the one bummer with the Legacy Collection. Oh, shoot. The one bummer with the Legacy Collection is that it doesn't fix anything. Like any of the... Like, look at this slowdown. We're getting slowdown. Isn't this supposed to be like a best of? A re-release? A remaster? No. It's just a collection of the ROMs you can download for free on an emulator. They didn't patch up the games at all. They just kind of repackaged them and sold them for more money. It's a big missed opportunity. They could have really, like, fixed these games up. They could have added widescreen if they wanted. Can you imagine that? Oh, I didn't do the glitch right there, but yeah, well. Shoot! Cool. Alright, so this is the trick I like to do, where you hang at the top of the ladder and then just... You can jump down to the right, and then he'll just keep on trying to get you. It's kind of scary, actually. Or... we can actually try and beat him. Yeah, okay, that works too. Another cool strat that you can do, let me get the weapon ready, is whipping out the super arm. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you can just kill him in 2 blocks as well. I was gonna say, you can actually chill out below here And then he can't get you inside this small crevice, so you can just shoot him like that. So there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to kill him. Oh, 5 if you count including getting under him. It's got options, man. Here's Hyper Bomb. It sucks. If it could kill the Cyclopses in 1 hit, I would say it's a pretty good item. But it can't. Take these guys out. I like to stand all the way under them like that. Because otherwise you have to jump and shoot them, and I don't like that. Cutman's weakness is the 2 blocks that we have in here. It kills him in 2 hits. But we do this with the Buster, because I can, and it's honestly more fun. I don't really like using the weaknesses in Mega Man games too much. Dang it. So yeah, he's gonna jump over you whenever you get close. So you can just keep doing that. There you go. Pretty simple. He gets close, or you get close to him, shoot him. He's got some invulnerability time, so you can't just spam the attack. But he does take double, or maybe even triple damage to the Buster. No, I think it's just double. And then, yeah, whenever you get close to him, he's gonna jump over you. Just watch out for the scissors, because they boomerang back to his location. So if you're within the point between him and the boomerang, you're gonna get hit if you don't move. So, he's one of the other examples. Actually, no, all of these bosses have a little bit of RNG in them. You don't know where Cutman's gonna jump to, you just know he's going to jump. But his scissor is consistent, and you can make him jump. It's really cool stuff. I like stuff like that. It's very fun, very nice. Anyway, onto Elec Man stage. This is another classic song right here. Da-na-na-na. It's been compared to Journey's Faithfully. Yeah, that's a really pixel-tight jump, what I just did. A lot of people are just gonna hit their heads. You can just whip out the rolling cutter and actually kill these enemies in 1 hit. Otherwise, if you use your Buster, they will just be stunned. Actually, let me show it right here. Stun. Kill. So, that's why I would advise making Elec Man your 3rd or 4th stage that you go to, not your 1st. It's not supposed to be your 1st. I mean, you'll definitely know that whenever you get to the boss, holy smokes. So we go up here, and all of a sudden we're introduced to a new type of enemy. Like with Bladers, kill them before they get a chance to kill you, because they will kill you. They have 2 lasers that come out of their eyes, electrical beams that come out. Oh yeah, they do shoot electricity, so it's not completely lost in translation. Yeah. If you allow them, it's... In fact, I just watched the review of the classic series by Kid Icarus. Well, a little bit of it. I got through the first 2. And he said that, in Mega Man 1, standing still often leads to your demise. Like, a lot of enemies in this game will... If you can kill them before they can attack, you're fine. But if you give them a chance, they will destroy you. And that is half true. Again, the game is kind of split into half fast, randomized enemies, and the other half is slow, timing-based enemies. And this is definitely the faster ones. Because, like, obviously I'm not breaking a sweat and I'm just taking them out. Oh, shoot. Ah, dang it. Yeah, you gotta be quick. And, yeah, these obstacles would be an example of timing-based. Oh, shoot, they're back. Yep. They also die in 1 hit, though, so... That's lenient. Which way do I want to go? Oh, it doesn't matter, that's right. Yeah, they do have branching paths in this stage. It's very odd. Use Guts Arm, or the Super Arm. God dang it, that glitch always makes me laugh. Hehe, I'm going to throw this at man. Now we're gonna hang left, though. Oh, yeah, okay, he won't go on the ladder, don't worry. It always scares me, though. 2 in 1 shot. Jump. Can we make it? Yes, we can. Little things like that are what make this game fun to replay. Oh, I could have made that, dang it. Learning new speedrunning techs, just learning... Because the game is so dang brutal, it's very refreshing whenever you find a way around something that gave you so much trouble. You find ways to save time. It's brilliant. Ahead of its time. 10 out of 10. Alright, now we have... we have an enemy. We have another Cyclops dude. Let me see if I can kill him in time. Nope. Can't kill him. You have to jump under this one. This is like the one where I'm like... Nope. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna have to jump under him, but... There's no way. There's no way you can kill him in time. And I don't have like a super powerful weapon either. Oh, it's too scary. It's so tense trying to run underneath these things. Oh, man. Like, you have to make it so perfect. Hang on, let me see. Ah, fine, I'll take the hit. See, like, I should've gone, but I didn't, because I was like, ah! And now I'm gonna pay the price. I'm gonna pay the piper. How many lives do I have? Only one? Okay, shoot, if I take one hit from Elec Man, I'm dead. But I don't want to get a game over. Definitely don't want to get a game over. I beat him Buster only in the last playthrough, so I guess I don't really need to prove myself here. I've already done it, but... Yeah, for the sake of time, I'll just use Rolling Cutter. This is the only boss in the game where I will use the weakness, because... Elec Man doesn't really have a pattern. Come on. Oh, dang it, I thought I was gonna curl back and hit him a second time. The way that I usually fight him, Buster or with his weakness, I throw an attack out immediately. I jump up so that way he doesn't get me. Oh, shoot. Get away from my family. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I use those two blocks. If he's on the ground, I'll jump up to the block so I can jump over his lightning bolt, because that thing has some... It's got some height. You can jump over it if the peak is low, but if it's at its height, then you're gonna get hit. It's really hard. But he dies in 3 hits anyway from the weakness, so they kind of knew, like, yeah, let's just make him, like, really strong, but also you are strong. Off to Iceman. And I do believe this is the intended order from the game, like what they want you to do. Alright, so these enemies are interesting. If you shoot them on the ground, like if you shoot their bodies, then this'll happen. Whoa, he didn't even he just got rid of his body. He's like, freaking, I wanna fly. Yeah, okay. So you wanna shoot him in the head. Game doesn't really tell you until you've already fought him, but, you know, that's the trick. And this is our one and only, god, freaking penguins with torpedo noses. This is our only underwater section, and it handles very differently from the rest of the series. From most games, like usually you have floaty jumps, and in some ways you do, it's in slow motion, but at the same time, you don't get any extra height from your jumps. God dang it, which is like one of the most fun things about underwater levels. Mainly in this series, because most games don't have the best underwater stages. But yeah, this game's like, nope. Okay, welcome. You're gonna want to get rid of this guy. Yeah. Because he's just gonna pester you. Dang it. This is our first of many disappearing block puzzles. We start with the bottom here. You can wait for that to pass, then jump to the right again. It's gonna come close, jump here. And first one down. 1 of 2 complete. This one's a lot more elaborate. Run to the right. Up to the left, one's gonna be right here. Now we jump to the right here. Jump again. Well, jump again. There we go. Now to the right, and we made it out. At the same time, I do- oh, that's right, I don't have any freaking lives. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I want to do this section with Buster only. It's the most difficult part in the whole dang series. Like, no freaking joke. This is one of the hardest things I've ever done in a video game. Like, here's the deal. Let me put it to you this way. All these little propellers, these platforms, they move in random locations. That's where the RNG is. That's where the difficulty comes in. You don't know where they're gonna be, so you have to constantly be monitoring both of their locations. You never have to deal with more than 2 at one time, so that's good. What isn't random, though, is their interval of shooting. They always shoot at the same time. Then, well, I mean, you also know that you can just jump on them at any time. But that's the consistency. They shoot at the same time, and they have the same speed. So it's never gonna be like slow and all of a sudden it speeds up. If you can keep a mental check of how quickly they move, then you always know where they're gonna be, even if they change their direction. Because you are faster than them. So you can make amends where need be. That's why there's this horrifying glitch, and I ran into it 3 times in a row in my playthrough, maybe I'll get it here, where sometimes you'll just get hurt and fall through them, and I don't know what causes it for the life of me. It's something like right whenever they shoot, or if a bullet passes through them, or if you land on them while shooting, I don't know. But sometimes, it's a terrifying glitch that, again, would have been great if they fixed it in the Legacy Collection, because it really needed to be. But, you know, money. Okay. Then they start throwing these penguins at you. Which, they'll always fly at your location, so as long as you just shoot like that, you'll be fine. Come on, take me up. Palms are sweating. Yeah, okay, well I actually got through that section without a hitch, holy. Alright, this is the one. Oh, this is... I'm going to get hurt badly. But the fingers that were crossed in my mind that he would do a high jump, and he did it. Ooh, that was close. For some reason, that one in particular is really hard to hit. You have so much space in front. You have so much space in front of you. Like you would think, oh, I have all the time in the world to kill him, but on the contrary, it comes up so quickly. You can use the magnet beam to hop over him, which I still have yet to show off. I don't know why I insist on that. Alright, so, careful with Iceman. He can kill you in 3 hits. Oh my god. Okay, actually, oh yeah, see how much damage he does? Sweet Christmas, dude. Oh, god. Okay. We got him. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're good. Alright. For some reason your controls get locked whenever you beat him. I don't know why that is. If you try moving right after he dies, you won't move. You have to hit it twice. Coding errors. Finally, we have Fireman. Who, well, I guess I'll get to the boss fight whenever we get there, because it's a gnarly one. I love this stage, though. It's my favorite level in the game. I love the fiery aesthetic. Very nice. Actually, let's show off all the other weapons. Actually, can we make some use of Bomb Man's ability? Holy smokes, it works. Still not as good as this, though. Tri-beam. Shoots in 3 directions, in front, above, and below. So you can do stuff like this. And it has like that cool arc, so it does have a chance of missing, but it also has a chance of catching any stray enemies that might have a wider arc to them. Super arm, unfortunately, we're not going to use it. Although this ability we could. This freezes all enemies. It's only temporary though, but you can still defeat them while they're frozen. Whoops. Cool. Yeah, these blue pellets just give you points, so if you want to go for a high score, go for it. You don't get any extra lives for it, though. That would have been a really nice decision. Because I like points in games, you know, they're fun to collect. They might not be, like, crazy valuable or anything, but collect 50,000, get a 1-up. I like that. You can freeze the fire. Pretty sweet. Oh my god, that's why they do it. Check this out. Okay, you freeze the fire. Oh, it's gonna... Then you jump on the fire and collect... Oh, dang it. Well, you saw what I did there. Then you collect the health. Dang it, that was just bad timing on my part. I knew they were coming from there. That is really cool. I never noticed that. Yeah, and stuff like this you can do. I love that. I love freezing the flames. I wish there was more like that. There aren't too many hazard interactions in this game, and really in most Mega Man games there aren't a whole lot of it. Oh, did I already collect that? Yeah. Let's show off the magnet beam. You can do stuff like this. Creates platforms and really just negates a lot of the challenge in the game, but it's an well, it's not optional actually. It's not an optional upgrade, but it is very helpful. It is like easily the most useful item that I can think of. Like of the option, like comparing it to Rush. Item number 1 and 2, time for a glitch that I love to perform. Don't know why it happens. Well, I kind of know why it happens, but... Fun stuff. Nope! Well, this stinks. Yeah, you don't have to freeze them if you don't want. Oh, man. It's just very helpful. Alright, let's see if I can do this section without getting hurt. For the longest, you can't freeze it either. You can try all you want. Yeah, will not work. So, you could just do this also. Skips the whole thing entirely. But, not today. Let's give it a shot. So, because Mega Man's momentum, I like to get a little jump start so that he can quickly get to top speed. Let's go. 1. You want to do it right as the last flame passes through. Like, before it reaches the bottom, you want to start moving. No, I hit my head. It's not good. Got it. Okay. Next one. 1. Kinda gotta feel the rhythm. Got it. Didn't know this was freaking Osu. Jeez. Mega Man's got it all. Alright. I don't know what peon decided to put these enemies in a hallway that you can't jump over them in. Like, the ceiling is too low, you can't, it requires that you have sub-weapons. Except here, where you can make him go to the... Oh! That was scary. Granted, I could have been shooting that enemy. Like, at least at the bottom one... Oh, shoot. At least at the bottom one, I can be like... I'll wait for him to go to the left and then run away from him. That's fine. I like that. God dang it. I like that, but... The first one, I don't know why they thought the low ceiling was a good idea. They probably didn't even think about it. Or they assumed you would already have other sub-weapons by this point, which is true. It's Fireman. You could kind of guess he's supposed to be final boss material, because he's made of fire. I'm gonna freeze. Very useful ability. Very underrated. But you know what's not underrated? Fireman. Because he's actually insane. So, anyone who's fought this madman normally knows if you shoot him, he shoots back. You shoot him twice, he shoots 2 fire streams. If he shoots any more than 1, so 2, you can't dodge it. Impossible to dodge. Let me show you. 1, 2. Can't dodge that. He just threw 3. Look at this. See? Can't dodge that. 1 at a time you can dodge like this. So here's what you do. Oh, he decided to throw 2. You shoot him once. Fire. Jump over him. Shoot. Jump. Shoot. But, like, do it well. Just make sure you jump forward while moving, or else that little stray flame is going to stub your foot. You're gonna burn your toe on it. But yeah, this is one of the strangest boss battles ever, because if you play it quote-unquote normally, where you just shoot him and try to dodge, it's impossible to not take damage. But here, it's almost a completely different fight. Like, it's entirely different whenever you decide to shoot him 1 bullet at a time. It's like that's how they play-tested it. That's how they designed it and they played it, and they're like, yeah, it works. But they completely forgot that maybe players are just gonna spam fire on him. Very weird. An anomaly. When it works, pretty fun, but if not, ooh, that sucks. Time for Dr. Wily. Mad Scientist Man. And he always has 200,000 clear points. This is where the game's difficulty racks up. I could never beat this as a kid. This is as far as I got. Level 1 of Wily's Fortress was brutal. Not the level itself, necessarily, although it is tough. The boss. You all know him. You know the man. I love this music, though. It's very somber, but very final level-esque. It's good. The way that the notes resonate have, like, this really depressing reverb, but it's reluctant hero sounding. Like, you're doing what you have to do, because you know it's the right thing to do. Even though you may not want to, even though you may not survive. It's what you gotta do as Mega Man. I love it. I want to do a top 10 list on Mega Man music. I hope I hope Mega Man's okay with that. I hope Capcom isn't as stingy with their copyright policy as, I know I'm not moving, as Nintendo, because Sega is so lenient. You can monetize Sonic music as much as you want. Not Nintendo. Not Nintendo. Alright, so we've got 3 of these guys. You can try all you want to try and beat them with the Buster. But, they'll just come right back. So, I still have 0 lives, dang it. Now that you're guaranteed to have all the weapons, you can just freeze them. So wait for the high jump. Freeze. If you want, you can magnet beam over these guys. I prefer waiting, though. Cool. There we go. Simple stuff, right? Using your weapons. And now we will pry our way into the fortress. Always like that kind of theming, I guess. Freeze the flames. Ah, dang it. You gotta freeze them right, though. Come on. Yeah, this is how it's done. Cool. That's how you want to do it, because if you try to jump through that section without it, I mean, it's possible, you know, if you're really good at timing those pixel-perfect jumps, but if not, yeah, freeze it. Do it. Here's a part that everybody complains about. Whoa! Oh, it didn't happen to me. Let me do it. Sometimes these dudes will just jump right over your head. Like this. Oh, but you can just jump down the ladder. I'll admit, though, it is kind of a cheap move. But, in the game's defense, you can immediately drop down from the ladder if you see it happening. But yeah, it's kind of a jump scare. Not the most graceful way of making your enemy. Or placing him, rather. Whoa! Close. Okay, now for this lovely section. Oh, maybe I can actually land on them. Let me see. No. This happens to me every time I try to show it off. I can't do this Buster only. I cannot do it Buster only, because this guy... Whoa, wait. This guy up here won't go anywhere. He just stays down there, or stays up there, so... This is the only way I can do the section. Ouch. Dang it. Yeah. You do need the magnet beam to complete this stage right here. It's mandatory. They don't tell you, though. They just make it very conspicuous that you need the key. Which, if you're following the intended order, and let's be honest, it's a 30-year-old game, you probably know the order by now. But yeah, the fact that they don't say anything about it... Oh, dang it. It's kind of a bummer. They do have this hole right down here, though, that you can fall to if you happen to run out of magnet beam. So that way you can go collect more from downstairs. Because, yes, the refill will automatically respawn if you go up and down the ladder. Alright, but, enough of that. It's time for the Yellow Devil, man. I have no lives, so I have to do this now. I did it Buster only before. It takes too long, unfortunately. I'll do a couple of shots Buster only, and then I'll whip out the Thunder Beam. So he comes from the left. I kind of wish he came from the right instead, or else that first shot will blindside you. That's how it works. You only do 2 pegs of damage with the Buster only. So his pattern is very simple, but very difficult. This is the boss you know people like to use their precious pause glitch on, and I'm like, no. So let me explain this on the next rotation. Dang it. So he's gonna shoot 1, jump over it, a second one, a third one, and now 2. So you want to do a high or a long jump on that one. And then 1, 2. Easy. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done in a game, like learning this pattern. But whenever you have it, it becomes second nature, and it feels freaking awesome to do. Again, a mix of RNG and consistency. His pattern is oh yeah, you can also do it like that. You can hop in between the shots, but that's a little more advanced. Yeah, mix of RNG and consistency. His pattern is always the same. You always jump over the same blobs every single time, but his eyeball is random. And so far, I have been getting deliciously good RNG. Sometimes it's too high for the Buster to work. This fight is nowhere near as long normally, mind you. I'm just intentionally... Oh, man! I'm intentionally prolonging it, because... Yeah, not even bragging rights, I've already done this, but... It's fun. I like it. I like this fight a lot, actually. It's my favorite Mega Man boss. Oh, yeah. Nope, sorry. Alright. If he's gonna do some more of that, I, cannot risk that. That just takes way too much dang time. So, let's whip out Elec Man, and I'll show you how much damage it does. Quite a bit more. Yeah, I remember playing this boss so many times and just feeling like I was at the mercy of these freaking blobs. He's dead. And like now, it's crazy when you play something so many years ago and then you play it as an adult and how it's the same game, but the way you perceive it is so different. It's crazy. Time for Wily Stage 2. Let's move on. So across Wily levels, this is a common theme. Weapons do not regenerate because it's supposed to be all in one go. You're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to like just get it all back because you have to manage your weapons across the 4 stages. And I like it like that. I think that's how it should stay. Because if it refilled after every level, after every death, after every level, it would just take away some of the micromanaging aspect. And for the end of the game, you have everything. You have all the tools, so it makes sense that they would deplete. Plus, it's supposed to be like 4 long levels that make up one big fortress, so it's essentially one long level. Careful of these dudes. This guy's kind of a cheap shot. Actually, let me see if I can dodge him. Yeah, okay, you can technically shoot him beforehand, but it's not the most consistent. Usually you just collide with him and then fall into the pit. Ow. Yeah, you can actually just stand still and they will run. Oh, okay, we're good. Let me get some magnet. I'm gonna need that later on. Dang it, I'm gonna have to fight. This is where the boss rush comes in. So first is Cut Man, but I've already showed him off Buster only, so. More of the same. He jumps, shoot him twice, jump over the cut, he jumps, shoot, shoot, jump, shoot, shoot, jump. Dang it. Well, this is awkward. So, yeah, let's go get the health. Why not? No, I really need it. You want to be careful when grabbing items. Sometimes Mega Man stores his momentum whenever you pick something up, and then he'll end up sliding really far even if you're not holding the analog stick. Again, something they could have fixed, but they didn't. Ooh, come on. Dang it. I am about to die and I have no more lives, so... Actually... Uh-oh. This is a tough section. Oh my god. Okay. No, 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 no. We're good. Okay. I have such low health. Alright. Take him out. Oh, what the... There we go, okay. Gotta grab this life real quick. Sweet. If you fall down to the left here, you'll only be greeted with death, so don't do that. Dang, that guy dropped health. Yeah, this is where... Oh, sweet. Cool. Yeah, this level has interesting, like, level progression in it. It's got a lot of cool geometry. You start from the left, cross over, and then slowly go down, and... Mega Man's got cool maps. You don't just move through a level completely linearly. It's a little more to it than that. I think this is supposed to be windows? That is another thing that I'm kind of a sucker for in these old games, especially Atari, but NES mainly, is you can't quite tell what everything is supposed to be. You have a rough idea, but it's not entirely concrete. There's a lot of imagination required. Oh, shoot. Okay, alright. I have a life, though, so we're good. Let me kill him with fire. This is where we get introduced to the Mega Clone, or the Mega Copy. It's quite literally a copy of you. And you have to kill it. He copies your movements, he's always running towards you, but he can be manipulated like a machine. So my strategy is, as you'll see, constantly running back, except he immediately shoots. Yeah, look at that. I jump backwards. Like that. You know, it kind of works. Doing a Buster only is also possible. You can do that, no problem. But he hits harder, mind you. Yeah, if you jump, it'll cause him to jump, and if you do it backwards, he'll run backwards. Yeah, like that. He's weird. He's one of those crazy... I don't understand what it is that what triggers him. I just know that this works, and as you can see, it's working quite well. Yeah, he can't even touch me, although sometimes he gets close like this, and then suddenly he is touching you. That's no fun. But he's dead, and we will run infinitely. I'm not holding a thing. Da 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 da. Hands down the best victory jingle, though, gotta say. Very victorious, very appropriate, perfect. Stage 3, Wily Stage 3. I think this is back whenever they're called fortresses and not castles. Oh, that was close. Also, easily the shortest level in the game. Fun times. I am taking a hit on everything. This is not good because I don't have a lot of health, actually. I gotta be careful. Oh, wow, wow. Ninja. Level's halfway over. This is our second stretch. We got some blue. You know what that means. We are super fast now, and we can run fast. Kill penguins just by shooting them. And once the spawns stop, you know, that means new guys are going to come out. These are the torpedoes. You do not want to shoot them because their explosion radius will hurt you. So, you just jump over them. Oh, please don't tell me. Yep. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I just had to test it, though. They did not time that well. Alright, so we have a bunch of blocks in the middle, implying that his weakness is indeed super arm, which it is. However... Whoa, shoot. You want to defeat him with the Mega Buster first, because each time he comes out, he's a little bit faster. And if you use up all of your bricks, which doesn't kill him, 4 bricks does not kill him. I think like 8 does. It takes out about half of his health. If you use up all your bricks, he's going to be going really fast, and suddenly you have to... Oh, shoot! Suddenly you have to move incredibly... Uh-oh. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. Dang it. Oh well, you can do a Buster only too. You just... that last one's almost impossible to dodge. But we're good, we're in good shape. Still have 0 lives, but there is an extra life and a... Asaishi? Oh, an Asichi, that's right. That dude sucks. Not saying the game's perfect, mind you. A handful of things I would change, mainly just like few enemy behavior and placements here and there, like, I'd move that there, maybe change that, give him a little animation. But, you know, at its core, I still love this game. If it's fun to play, you got my interest. If you give me a good time, I can forgive your faults. Oh, shoot. It's close. Okay. I've never actually done this part Buster only. This is the first. I like it. I like it. New experiences. It's a new day. Okay, this section is quite the pain. So I'm gonna use the magnet beam. Because trying to make this jump, oh my god. Ah, shoot. Now let's wait for it to come back. Sweet. And now, oh my god, this will refill all of our weapon energy. Sweet. Now we are in perfect shape for the boss rush. I have 1 life just in case. And now, you know what? I'm gonna do this part Buster only. I have not done this boss rush Buster only before, so I'm gonna give it a shot. So it's concentration time. Dang it. Taking a shot from Bomb Man is sort of like getting beat up by Krillin. Like you really don't want it to happen. It doesn't look good. But we're still in okay shape. Fireman's an absolute madman as always. But we can fight him without taking any damage. He used to be my biggest fear, because I used to have to take damage on him, because I didn't know about this little freaking dance he likes to do. Whoa, close. Alright. Next one is Ice Man. This is going to be the hardest one, easily. Oh, I thought I was about to hit him. Alright, come on. Oh, whoa, okay, wow. Ooh, didn't think I was gonna dodge that one. Dang it. No E-tanks in this game. I was worried my control was like gonna freeze up or something. Okay, we're good. In good shape. Please don't give me any trouble, Guts Man. Ah, shoot, he's giving me trouble. I think whenever he changes direction like that... Whew. I think that would have killed me. I think that would have killed me. Okay. Shoot. Oh, no, I still have my life. Okay, good. We're good. I haven't used any weapon energy. Okay. Maybe we can- let's keep the streak going. Let's fight Wily, Buster only. Can I do it? Can I do it with this little health? I can't make any mistakes. If I take one hit, I'm dead. It's not that hard, though. Wily's pretty simple, especially if you use fire. Let's talk about, Don't hit me! Okay. So this thing's gonna fly. Okay. Goes over. You can get about 2 hits in before that ball comes out. It's got kind of this weird arc to it. Depending on your location, it'll fly, so if I'm in the air whenever it comes to me, it'll do like this arc towards like the left, but if I'm on the ground, it'll go towards the ground. You can use that to your advantage. Whoops, that was close. And finished. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was able to do it. Man, 2 pegs to spare. That's insane. And Wily is dead. Like, we kill him right here. No more Wily. Mega Man's canceled. Although Mega Man is such a good Samaritan, he decides to do what any logical man would do after hearing that brilliant Victory Clear theme. Oh man, I gotta say, that is spicy. So, let's just leave Wily. Sound good? Cool. Nice. Yeah. Mega Man has ended the evil domination of Dr. Wily and restored the world to peace. For now. However, the never-ending battle continues until all destructive forces are defeated. All iterations of Wily. This man has more incarnations than Link. Like, fight Mega Man. This is a good ending theme, though. It's a little ear-grating with the whistling, kind of like Proto Man's whistle in 3, but this part's very nice. It's just like, yes, I won. I love the mountains in the background. It's kind of like the Punch-Out training montage. That's Mega Man 1! There, it's done. Again, yeah, that's all I've got. It's Mega Man 1. I'm always happy to play this for the channel. And that's the first time I did the ending Buster only, so that was pretty sweet. Maybe eventually I will do a full, completely Buster only run, and then maybe a no damage run. That would be spectacular. A speed run one day, who knows? This is, if I'm gonna do it for any game, it's gonna be this one. Because there are plenty of other games I love to death. I love to play them, but this is one I understand on a more spiritual level. So, if it's gonna be any level, or any game that I choose to invest that much time into, it's this. It's also pretty short, so I know speedrunning resets can get really just like, oh my god. Like, for those people that have 4 or 5 hour games, and then they have to reset halfway through, it's like, that's a lot of time. But, yeah. That's Mega Man 1 for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Alright. See ya.